like extend our intro as much as we can because for the listeners, they get that like fun music, right?
Yeah, I mean, they get some music. That's not a bad thing, right?
Just extend that. Hey, welcome back to No Sleep Sleepover. If you're a first-time listener, welcome. Hopefully you're jamming to that intro music. I'm Logan, and this is Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
I am very excited to do this today.
I know, we had to do some last-minute, push around some plans, because, that's what you do. That's what you do in life, and I'm really excited because when I told you, I was like, let's do a quiz, let's do something, like, fun, and you came up with this idea that I was like, oh, this is going to be hilarious, I think, for me, because I kind of have an idea what I'm going to get in this quiz, but I'll let you explain what we're doing.
Let's get into it. Let's dive right in. So this is, I don't know if it's called like the quiz, whatever, but it's called Kiersey. And it's the 4 temperaments. So I'm reading the What is Kiersey? It transforms your understanding of people. We provide you with a unique perspective that brings clarity on who you are, what you do, who you love, and what difference you make. Kiersey offers an integrated system of solutions for your most important people, opportunities, and challenges. We provide 4 areas of service, which include assessments, workshops, coaching, and certifications. So there's a test that they give you. I'm pretty sure it's free. It's free to take, I think. So we might get to the results, and we might have to, it might say, now give us your credit card information.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
It's basically, it's a way to get to know yourself, and there's the 4 temperaments.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it, and the 4 temperaments are artisan, guardian, idealist, and rational. So without knowing, I'm going to assume rational, that's like, I think logically, and my temperament is logical. Idealist is, I feel like I would probably be the idealist. It's like you want everyone to love, you want world peace. Guardian, it feels like things that are personal to you, you get like really passionate.
Protector.
Yeah. And then artisan, I don't know, because it's showing me a lightning bolt.
For that one, I feel like that one's going to be more like the create one. Like, that one feels more creative.
Yeah, so their website says it's like they're fun-loving, optimistic, realistic, focused, unconventional, playful, creative. They excel in arts. Yeah, so that's what that one is. So what's interesting, though, is according to this website, 30% of the population are artisans, and then guardians are like, let me click, because I think this is really fascinating. It looks like guardians might be about 45%
and then
of the population.
Idealists make up 15% of the population.
Which leaves rational with 10. So it looks like a lot of people are guardians and then artisans. So you read what artisan is. Do we want to read like the rest of them so we actually sure, absolutely. Yeah.
You read guardian, I'll go to idealist.
Yeah. So guardian, they are dutiful, cautious, humble, focused on credentials and traditions, dependable, hopeful, hardworking, loyal, stabilizing leaders, concerned citizens who trust authority, and they dream of meting out justice. They their temperament has like given to serving, not self-serving, just serving, and preserving social institutions. And they're practical and down to earth. And there's actually 4 types of guardians, which is interesting. Supervisors, inspectors, providers, protectors, which sounds like a really good pop song. But
there is so much to this. I thought this was going to be like, take the test and you're 1 of 4. No, but it goes into deeper categories.
Yeah.
So like idealists are passionately concerned with personal growth and development. They strive to discover who they are and how they can become their best possible self. Always this quest for self-knowledge and self-improvement drives their imagination. So it's very like authentic, empathetic, sensitive, romantic, imaginative. And then the ones underneath idealists are teachers, counselors, champions, and healers.
By the way, underneath artisans are promoters, crafters, performers, and composers.
I think that's where you're going to be.
I think I'm going to be in there. That's for sure. And then rational, I think you'll probably be in the artisan too. Maybe you're a guardian, but and that leaves rational. It's the smallest group. Very pragmatic, skeptical, self-contained, problem solvers, indigenous, independent, strong-willed, reasonable, individual, like very individualized. And the 4 types are field marshals, masterminds, inventors, and architects. So,
see, just because I'm so irritating and I love being unique, I'm like, I want to be idealist because there's not a lot of people who are idealists. So that sounds fun. But no, I definitely think I'm going to be obviously one of the bigger categories.
You think, I mean, place a bet. I think I would definitely be an artisan, and like I'm trying to like read the 4 types, but I think probably performer, just because that, I mean, I don't think promoter fits. Crafter is like with tools, and I'm not really a tool person. Composer, though, I mean,
that one might be.
I don't know. I'm curious to see. Do you have a guess?
I don't think I'm going to be guardian. That one's like factual, steady, like detail. I don't think that's me. So artisan, maybe. Under that, I think I would be. I maybe promoter. That would be my guess, and then idealist would be my other second guess. And for that one, I think counselor. That one's hard because like. Oh, I don't know if you heard that.
I heard it was like
just fell over. I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's like someone's cat like climbed down the garbage can over there.
There are some gale force winds today. It is breezy. But very exciting. This is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, but I'm very excited. So
should we begin? Should we do it?
Let's begin. So I don't know if it's going to be the same questions.
Okay.
My first one says, are you the kind of person who doesn't miss much or is rather talkative?
Ooh.
Is yours different?
Yeah, mine's different.
Okay, then we'll go one by one. Doesn't miss much or is rather talkative. Do those go like hand in hand, or is it like...
Those are very opposite. So yeah, you got to pick which one do you relate more with,
doesn't miss much. I'm talkative. I'd say I'm rather talkative. I'll go there.
Mine says, with people, are you usually more gentle than firm or firm than gentle? That's tough, because I think I try and play like best of both. But I'm going to go with firm. I don't know. Because like I think firm to me is like not a bad thing. Like firm's like so I'm gonna go with firm than gentle.
Cool. Would you say you're more serious and determined or easygoing? I'm gonna go easygoing. Easy breezy beautiful.
Yeah, I like that. On the job, do you want your activities scheduled or unscheduled? Ooh, I gotta go unscheduled. I like to be all over the place, doing everything as I need to be. So.
Do you think of yourself as a tough-minded person or a tender-hearted person?
Ooh.
Tender-hearted.
Yeah. In sizing up others, do you tend to be objective and impersonal or friendly and personal? Friendly and personal. Easy.
Are you more comfortable making value judgments or critical judgments? Ooh. I think value judgments, I think. Yeah, that feels right.
Do you value yourself more that you are reasonable or devoted? I'm going to say devoted because I can be unreasonable. I mean, it's very evident to me, so.
You are, just call you Olivia Newton-John because you are hopelessly devoted. I can't talk today.
I know, right? Neither can I, so I love this. We're just like.
We're just stuttering our way through this podcast. Oh, boy. Do you see yourself as basically thick-skinned or thin-skinned? I'm very thin-skinned. I take things very personally.
Do you prefer contracts to be settled in a handshake or signed, sealed, and delivered? I'm going to say settled in a handshake because I'm lazy. I don't want to take the time to make a contract.
Nice. Do you like writers who use metaphors and symbolism or say what they mean? Ooh. Interesting. I don't think I've really... I'm going to go metaphors and symbolism. I think that's fun.
Do you speak more in particulars than generalities or generalities than particulars? Ooh, these are like really tough. I'm going to say generalities than particulars, but I'm going to go with my gut, but that's tough because I feel like a lot of these I can see both sides. Yeah.
But when your gut says...
Because I'm a big picture person. I'm a big picture person. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but...
do you more often prefer final, unalterable statements or tentative preliminary statements? Oh my God. I think... Ooh, that is hard. I'm gonna go final, unalterable statements.
Ooh. Do you consider yourself a good conversationalist or a good listener? Easy. Conversationalist. Boom.
Do you feel better about keeping your options open or coming to closure? Oh,
Ooh.
God. This test is just gonna
really hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I like to keep my options open.
Me too.
Your turn.
Are you more likely to trust your experiences or your conceptions? I gotta go with conceptions because my conceptions are based on my experiences. My experiences are not necessarily based on my conceptions. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Boom.
Are you more, I don't know, this ideational? Hello? How do you say that?
Ideational?
Yeah, ideational.
Gosh.
I'm having a hard reading day.
This episode is a hard dumpster fire today. We're just like, what? Okay.
I had like 3 sips of wine, so I'm feeling a little... No, I'm
oh my God, it's Wednesday. No, I'm kidding. No shame. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so...
Days don't matter. So yeah, ideational then sensible, or sensible then ideational? I'm gonna go ideational then sensible.
When the phone... Yeah, go for it. When the phone... Try again. When the phone rings, do you hope someone else will answer it or hurry to get to it first? I'm definitely not hurry. Do not call me unless we're trying to, like, link up and, like, we can't find each other. Text me. So I'm going to say I hope someone else will answer it for sure.
When the phone rings in the middle of the night, my father yells, "What you gonna do with your life?"
I feel like I should know what that's from. Is that the Black Parade or...
No, it's Cyndi Lauper.
Oh. When the phone
Girls
rings
just want to have fun.
in the morning, light of my thought. Okay, that makes sense. Out of context, I was like, what? What is that from?
When I was a young boy.
My father took the phone from me. Okay. That was
and answered it. Yeah. Are you more comfortable after a decision or before a decision?
Ooh.
Oh. I'm going to go after a decision.
100% after. Yeah. Do you tend to choose someone impulsively or rather carefully? That's tough because I do both. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would choose more carefully, though, sometimes. I mean, I like to be impulsive, but, like, when it comes to big decisions, like home, dating, blah, 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 I feel like I'm careful, but I feel like as a person, I am impulsive.
When it comes... This is hard.
I'm gonna go it says somewhat impulsively, right? So, like, somewhat, and sometimes, yeah, I do. So I'm gonna go with that. Boom.
Common sense is frequently questionable or usually reliable.
Oh, reliable with you, right?
Like,
that's
in
how
a general
I see you.
sense, or like me personally?
Yeah, I feel like you're reliable. Are you not?
My common sense?
Your
I don't know.
I thought does it say your common sense is reliable? Is that
it just says common sense is frequently questionable or usually reliable.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I would say it's reliable, the common sense, right? I don't know, you tell me. It's your quiz. I'm not trying to...
Know. This is so hard. I'm going to go... we're at 14% complete. This
I know,
it's going to take 4
hours. It's going to be the longest. It's going to be a 2-parter.
I'm going to go questionable. I got to go questionable.
Okay, go question. It's questionable. It's not questioned or question. Everything's questioned. Is clutter in the workplace something that you take time to straighten up or tolerate? I tolerate clutter way too long. I mean, this house is still clutter. It's 17 months since I moved in. It's crazy, so...
In sizing up others, do you tend to be objective and impersonal or friendly and personal? Friendly and personal. Mm-hmm. Size them. Ooh!
Is it your way to make up your mind quickly or pick and choose at some length? I gotta say, pick and choose at some length. I can be very indecisive. It's the Libra in me, so...
Which seems the greater fault? To be too compassionate or be too... Jesus Christ.
Good. You good over there? You're getting it through?
Okay. Which seems the greater fault? To be too compassionate or to be too dispassionate? Too dispassionate for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'd say so.
This is a mess.
Mine is it preferable mostly to let things happen naturally or make sure things are arranged? I think I'm going to go with the flow. I do let things kind of happen naturally. I just do a lot, though. I think people think it's all planned. It's just kind of like...
Do you tend to choose somewhat impulsively or rather carefully? Rather carefully.
Ooh. I get the common sense question. I'm going to go usually reliable. Like, I feel like I might not be the smartest cookie, but, like, I've never broken a bone. There's been certain things that, like, other people had some bad sense, and I usually have a decent output, so I'll take it.
Makes sense. Is it better to be just or merciful? That one's hard because I'm definitely, like, split with that, but I think I gotta go merciful.
Oh.
You know, not everything needs to be...
Fire and brimstone?
Fair equally if it's, like, fair per person, you know? Like, because everyone's dealing with their own...
Yeah, put that on a t-shirt for your mayoral campaign. Not everything has to be fair personally if it is fair...
With the hands.
In the person. Yeah, with the hands.
With each person.
Yeah.
God, I should run for president.
Yeah, I love it. At a party, do you interact with a few friends or interact with many, even strangers? That's tough because it depends on the night. Some nights, I don't want to talk to anyone I don't know, and other nights, I'm just like a social butterfly. But if we're talking about a party, I'm drinking, I get very friendly with strangers, so I'm going to go with strangers on that.
Are you swayed more by a touching appeal or convincing evidence? I gotta go with touching appeal.
Do you tend to notice opportunities for change or disorder? Like, listen, my life is a disorder, and I don't really seem to care. So I'm going to go with opportunities for change. I'm always looking for opportunities.
Is clutter in the workplace something you tolerate pretty well or take time to straighten up? Take time to straighten up. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I know I got the just or merciful. I know it's better to be merciful, but sometimes, man, I'm out here for justice. But I got to go with merciful. It is better to be merciful when you can.
But I don't think there is like a better, you know? Like it's not like there's a wrong answer, right answer.
Oh no, I agree.
Kind of like
it's
how
tough.
you feel. Which rules you more, your thoughts or your feelings? I gotta go with my feelings.
Ooh, me too. If you must disappoint someone, are you usually warm and considerate or frank and straightforward? Oh, if I'm disappointing someone, it's warm and considerate. It is what can I do? How can I make it up to you? Etc. Etc. I mean, it is. I feel real bad at that kind of stuff. So,
are you more routinized than whimsical or whimsical than routinized? Routine overall. I love routine.
This one is, what appeals to you more? Harmonious relationships or consistency of thought? Oh my God, those are two very different things. Oh,
yikes!
I gotta say, my thoughts are not consistent at all, and I haven't really been desiring consistency there. So I gotta go with harmonious relationships. I hate when, a good friend or a family, there's like tension,
Yeah. Are you more inclined to feel down to earth or somewhat removed? I think down to earth.
Is it worth to be a softie or a hard-nosed? I gotta go hard-nosed, because at least like a softie, like you can kind of harden up a little bit, but it's really hard to like turn someone soft once they're hard and jaded and difficult,
Yeah. Do you prize in yourself a strong hold on reality or a vivid imagination? Ooh. I'm gonna go imagination. Yeah.
Are you more often a cool-hearted person or warm-hearted? Warm-hearted for sure.
Which is more of a compliment? There's a logical person, or there's a sentimental person. Oh, sentimental for sure. I am a sentimental man. I am having a day, I think.
You are. I love it.
I was just weird because, like you said, we're supposed to see each other in person, so I had a lot of energy to see you in person. So now it's just contained to the Zoom.
Hey, you could take down your Christmas tree today.
Hey,
that's how you can use your energy.
About that.
I'm just saying, it's
the beginning of January.
Well, if not now, when? That's the question. If not now, when? Don't look at my tree. You don't deserve to look at my tree, you heathen.
If people are listening, then it's not there. It doesn't exist. So, it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to find something to do with your energy, and that seems like something that needs a lot of energy to get done. So,
you got
this one I think is funny to me. Are you more satisfied having a work in progress or a finished product? Girl, a finished project. Like when you have something done, whether it's like a song or, no, finished for sure. Like who cares about having the work in progress? Get it done. Get it done.
Do you value in yourself more that you are devoted or reasonable? Say devoted.
Private or outgoing? Outgoing, we know that.
Do you find visionaries and theorists somewhat annoying or rather fascinating?
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't really think I think about them. I'm gonna go rather fascinating.
When finishing a job, do you like to move on to something else or tie up all loose ends? I will leave loose ends loose and loosey-goosey loose ends. So I like to move on. I'm quick to move on. If it's not perfect, that's fine. That's kind of how I roll. So,
do you consider yourself a good conversationalist, a good listener? I gotta go listener. I like
ooh, okay, girl. I see this is partnership. One of us is a good conversationalist. One of us is a good listener.
That's why we vibe so well.
It's just the vibes, out of control vibes. When in charge of others, are you firm and unbending, forgiving? I'm forgiving and lenient. Especially when we do these podcasts, like other projects I do with people, like if someone's like, hey, I can't make it, or this came up, or can we reschedule? It's no skin off my back because I got a hairy back. There's not a lot of skin to give. It's just a lot of hair. So, yeah, I think life's too short to be like, well, she couldn't record a podcast.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't record a podcast. No, who cares?
Yeah. Does interacting with strangers tax your reserves or energize you? Energize me. I love people.
Energize me. Are you speculative than factual or factual over speculative? I'm gonna go speculative. I feel like I'm like a philosopher. I'm a questionnaire, open-ended question. I want to know how you feel. I do like a nice fact, but I'm definitely more like emotional in that way. So.
Do you tend to keep your ears open or say right out what's on your mind? I think I'm like right in the middle, but I think I say more what's on my mind than, wait to respond. Okay.
At work, do you tend to be sociable with your colleagues or keep more to yourself? Ooh, I gotta go sociable. I feel like just today I was talking about how I'm like Emily in Paris, but make it Matt in Cleveland. So that's pretty personal.
I mean, hey, we met at work.
I know. Fun fact.
Fun fact, everybody. We used to work together. Oh, that would be a fun podcast. Talk about how,
Oh my God. Or get all the people you worked with for a giant podcast.
Get them all. Insane. In making up your mind, are you more likely to go by desires or data? Desires.
Ooh. Are you the kind of person who doesn't miss much or is rather talkative? Ooh. I'm going to go talkative. I feel like I'm definitely talkative. I mean, oof.
When the phone rings, do you hope someone else will answer it or hurry to get it first? I gotta hope someone else will answer it.
Thinner thick skinned. I gotta go thin skinned because sometimes I can really let things get to me. I definitely can. So
this one says children often do not make themselves useful enough or exercise their fantasy enough.
So it's just like children's labor versus children's innocence right there.
I'm going to go exercise their fantasy enough, Just like stay young when you can.
I agree. I don't think that we should be putting children to work. Are you more inclined to feel down to earth or somewhat removed? Oh, girl, I feel somewhat removed. I feel like I'm on Venus in another dimension sometimes. So, whew.
Do you usually want things settled and decided or just penciled in? I think settled and decided.
Drawn more to fundamentals or overtones? Gotta go overtones. Who cares about the fundamentals when you got the tones? That's what I say.
Do you think of yourself as an outgoing person or private person? Outgoing!
Facts speak for themselves or illustrate principles. Ooh, gotta go illustrate principles.
When in charge of others, do you tend to be forgiving and lenient or firm and unbending? I gotta go...
Firm and unbending.
I don't know. Obviously, I want things, how they are.
Yeah, no, I know. You do like a nice schedule, and I know that you do sometimes, you're like, no, we said this time, but
okay,
I don't know.
Okay.
Think about it. Is that, how you are socially with people, though? Work is one thing, right? But
I'm in charge of people. I'm not you have to be, It's I'm gonna go forgiving and lenient. I am firm.
Go with your gut. Go with your gut.
Yeah.
Firm but lenient.
Yeah.
Interacting with strangers energizes me usually, especially if it's a good stranger meet. I love that. I love meeting someone who you'll never meet again and having a little moment with them. I love that so much.
Waiting in line, do you often chat with others or stick to business? Every once in a while, I'm don't talk to me. But I do I don't mind talking with others.
This one's tough. Are you inclined to be more leisure than hurried or hurried than leisure? I do so much that I feel like my life is a hurry, but I don't think I really... I think I'm going to go slight hurried than leisurely, but that's tough. That feels, again, I'm caught in the middle there.
Yeah. In stories, do you prefer action and adventure or fantasy and heroism? Gotta go fantasy. Nah. Is there like a romantic comedy answer? I think I'll go fantasy and heroism because I'm not a huge action adventure person.
Okay, that's fair. Waiting in line, do you stick to business or chat with others? In line, I am sticking to my business. I am not here to make friends. I'm here to wring out a baguette. So that for me is how I feel in that moment. But
in most situations, are you more spontaneous than deliberate or deliberate than spontaneous? Deliberate than spontaneous.
Do you more often see what can only be imagined or what's right in front of you? I gotta go with what's imagined. I'm very imaginative.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Are you inclined to be somewhat reserved or easy to approach?
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I'm easy to approach. But, like, I don't know. I gotta ask
You're
people
like,
who
am
try to
I?
approach
I don't
me.
know. Ooh.
I don't know. Should I just smile everywhere I go? Just like, hey, everybody, approach me.
Approach me.
I'm gonna go easy to approach. I like to think I am.
In hard circumstances, are you too sympathetic or too unsympathetic? I am too sympathetic. I need to stop. Sometimes I'm like too sympathetic to people who do not deserve it, and that's hard. That's hard.
Are you more likely to trust your conceptions or your experiences? My experiences.
Ooh. Do you prefer to work just whenever or to have deadlines? I like the theory of deadlines, but I think when it comes to creative stuff, it's just kind of whenever. Like you just kind of have to. You have to like just feel it out. So
yeah. Which do you wish more for yourself? Strength of will or strength of emotion?
Ooh.
I think will. Yeah. Strength of will.
Yeah. Do you prefer tentative preliminary statements or final unalterable statements? I gotta go tentative. I hate feeling like this is final. Like I like the ability that anything could change at any moment. So gotta go.
In a heated discussion. In a heated discussion, do you stick to your guns or look for common ground?
Ooh. I know what I would pick. That's easy for me.
I gotta stick to my guns.
Are you more interested in what is actual or what is possible? What is actual? Or no, what is possible? That's what I meant. Sorry, what is possible? I am not an actual person. Actuality does not exist for me.
You're a possibility person.
I'm a possibilities.
At a party, do you interact with a few friends or interact with many, even strangers? Strangers. Eventually.
This one's tough for me. Are you more observant than introspective or introspective than observant? I think I'm leaning observant because I am always like watching and listening and taking things in for my creative purposes and my personal kind of like curiosity. So I'm going to go observant.
Do you tend to be more speculative than factual or factual than speculative?
Oh, hello.
I think speculative. I can't talk. Hello. Than factual. The first one.
Yeah, like a little New York accent. I think I'm more speculative than actual.
I don't know what's up today. I just can't talk, which is a really good thing when you need to record a podcast.
I just can't talk, but I will record a podcast with you.
I will talk. So that's what this is about. You know, it's 4 a.m. in the middle of the sleepover, and we're going a little crazy.
Yes, put that on the ad for this week's episode. Are you more comfortable before or after decision? Obviously after. I hate having to make a decision. It eats me up inside. I'm indecisive by nature. So once I pick something, I do feel better after that. That's the type of finality I do like.
Do you prefer contracts to be settled on a handshake or signed, sealed, delivered? Call me signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Gotta go.
Stories. Do you prefer fantasy and heroism or action adventure? I gotta say fantasy and heroism because you can have action and adventure in those versus action adventure to me is like Spider-Man, not even Spider-Man, like not even Die Hard. Well, I guess Die Hard. So I gotta go fantasy and heroism. You could do more with that. So
yeah. At work, do you tend to keep more to yourself or be sociable with your colleagues? Be sociable. I hate being by myself.
Ooh. Is it worse to have your head in the clouds or be in rut? I love having my head in the clouds, and I hate ruts. So I'm going to say rut. I'm actually kind of like in a rut. So like low-key, like it's not great. And I'm glad that I'm positive. Like, oh my God, I can't imagine if I was a negative person. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be so hard.
Get your head in those clouds.
Get your head in the clouds.
This is just like a singing podcast today.
How many songs can we reference in 1 hour?
Seriously. Are you prone to exploring the possibilities or nailing things down? Exploring the possibilities.
This one's fun. Are you swayed more by convincing evidence or a touching appeal? I love a nice touching appeal. Touch me with those appeals. I want to be felt up by your appeals. But if the evidence goes against your touching appeal, then the evidence wins. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you look at me and say, Matt, I did not steal that cheesecake from the freezer. I did not eat the Cheesecake Factory cheesecake you were saving. I promise you. I love you. I would never hurt you in your cheesecake. But then we got footage of you eating my cheesecake? I don't care. You liar. We have footage of you having my cheesecake. Convincing evidence over a touching appeal. Boom. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Check out social media. This is where we're at. www.starvoltstudios.com. End of
That's
episode.
That's the end. Bye. No, we're really not done.
No,
Don't leave, please.
We
Don't
got a whole
click
quiz. We got like a whole thing.
We're at 63%.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
At work, is it more natural for you to point out mistakes or try to please others? Try to please others 100%.
Are you prone to exploring the possibilities or nailing things down? Call me Christopher Columbus minus the genocide and all the rape and all the other things he did. I like to explore the possibilities, hands down.
I'm like Christopher Columbus minus everything that Christopher Columbus did.
I'm like Christopher Columbus for the exploration part, but for like the racism and the misogyny and like the other troublesome things he did, no, girl, that is not me. Not my cup of tea.
Shocker. Is it preferable mostly to make sure things are arranged or just let things happen naturally? Arranged. Love a good schedule.
Are you inclined to be somewhat reserved or easy to approach? I think I'm easy to approach. I don't know. You tell me. 216. No, we don't have a hotline.
Put it in the comments right now, and we'll read them.
Live. I'm gonna read it right now. Someone said I'm a bitch. Oh, well, thanks for calling in. Never call. I'm blocking your number from our call-in deck.
Do you more often see what's right in front of you, or what can only be imagined? Ooh, I think imagined. Like I need to see what's right in front of me more.
You're
often,
like Pocahontas' Colors of the Wind.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, can you see the colors all around you?
Oh my god.
I like how we reference Christopher Columbus and Pocahontas in like
I was gonna say,
two different
feels
ways.
So wrong. Your turn.
Do you usually want things settled and decided or just penciled in? Like define things. If it's like a schedule, yeah, I want to know. But if it's like creative, I think I gotta go just penciled in. I'm more cash.
Ooh.
A bit more cash.
Facts illustrate principles or speak for themselves. I gotta go illustrate principles.
Are you more routinized or whimsical? I gotta go whimsical. I think I'm just kind of like, every day is a new day, and I'm doing different things, and I like doing different things, so.
Is it worse to be in a rut, have your head in the clouds? Be in a rut.
In making up your mind, are you more likely to go by data or desires? Desires. What do I want to do with my life? That is the big thing. I don't care what the data says. I want to do what I want to do. Unless the evidence says you ate the cheesecake.
Then you ate the cheesecake.
That's the data.
Podcast done. Sign off.
Series
Bye,
finale.
guys.
It's just series finale.
We're done. If you must disappoint someone, are you usually frank and straightforward or warm and considerate?
Ooh.
Oh, I think warm and considerate. I don't like disappointing people. Like I said, I'm just a huge people pleaser, so like I don't want to make anyone upset ever.
Is it easier for you to put others to good use or identify with others? Oh, I think I'm good at both things. I'm good with like taking people's talents and saying this is what you should do. I think I'm going to go with identify with others because I feel like I do that more so, but I don't know. I'll go with identify.
Would you go with?
Oh, I went with the, I don't know, the identify with others, I think.
Okay. Is it your way to make up your mind quickly or pick and choose at some length? Pick and choose at some length. It's going to take me some time.
Do you like writers who use metaphors and symbolism or say what they mean? That's tough. I love metaphors and symbolism. My own writing is filled with them. I gotta go with that. I think it's fun if used effectively. But I do appreciate text that's like, I hate stories that like go on and on with like a metaphor.
Yeah,
like
metaphors. I get it.
Like we get it.
Are you more satisfied having work in progress or finished product?
Ooh.
I gotta go work in progress, I think.
Okay. Do you, girl. Do you.
Yeah.
Which seems to be the greater fault? To be too compassionate or to be too dispassionate? Ooh, I gotta say to be too dispassionate. I think that we can't do anything with that.
Do you tend to notice disorderliness or opportunities for change? I'm gonna go opportunities for change. Yeah.
Are you more sensible than ideational or ideational and sensible? I gotta go ideational probably. Just a little bit more.
Are you more often a cool-hearted person or a warm-hearted person? Warm.
Do you find visionaries and theorists fascinating or annoying? I'm going to go fascinating. I love a good theory. I love a good conspiracy chat. I love a good chat about why we need to invest more in our public transportation system and all that kind of stuff. So,
heck yeah. When finishing a job, do you like to move on to something else or tie up all loose ends? I'm going to tie up all those loose ends. Get them all.
In most situations, are you more deliberate than spontaneous or spontaneous than deliberate? Oh, I think spontaneous, right? That's what I would say.
Are you more frequently a practical sort of person or a fanciful sort of person? Not practical. So, yeah.
I got the children work labor question. Yeah, I don't think children get to exercise their fantasy enough because I think adults ruin fantasy quite often for them. So,
is it easier for you to identify with others or put others to good use? I think identify.
Are you more comfortable in making critical judgments or value judgments? I'm going to go critical because I think values can be a little speculative and subjective. So I think critical ones, though. I'm very critical. So
this one is going to tie me up. All right.
Ooh, let's tie you up, girl. Hog tie you.
Do you speak more in particulars than generalities or generalities than particulars? Okay, I got it out. Cool.
Yeah, you did it.
I think generalities than particulars.
Do you tend to keep your eyes open or say right out what's on your mind? Oh my goodness, I do not have a filter to save a life. You know, the fray called and my filter did not save a life.
That was a good one.
That's so stupid.
Are you inclined to be more hurried than leisurely or leisurely than hurried? I think hurried than leisurely.
Which is more of a compliment? There's a logical person or there's a sentimental person? Sentimental. I think these days you can Google anything. You can find out logic anywhere, but I think it's harder to have emotional intelligence. So,
are you more introspective than observant or observant than introspective? Ooh. Introspective. I'm going to go. I don't know. What do you think for me? Do you have any idea for me?
Can you read it one more time?
Are you more introspective than observant or observant than introspective?
So I guess here's how I genuinely don't know where you would fall because I see it in both of you. But I guess the question is like, do you think that you observe the world more so than you observe yourself? Like, do you think you constantly are questioning yourself or are you constantly questioning like the world around you more?
I'm going to go observant than introspective.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think what we do for a living, I mean, I think we're the kind of people we are. We are very observant and we're looking out. We're like seeing, we're reading the news, we're following media. So
cool.
In a heated discussion, do you stick to your guns or look for common ground? Dude, when I get heated, when I get turned, like when the switch is on and I'm heated.
When you get turned
the guns are here. It's like the armory is here. The cannon is here. The giant missile that we're going to drop on you is here. The whole...
You stole my cheesecake. Podcast done.
You stole my Aldi's $3 cheesecake. You think Your little attempted apology. Oh my gosh, yeah. When it's like a casual discussion, I will totally look for common ground. Even sometimes, like when it's like a jokey discussion, I'll stick to my guns. But when I am cross, when I am angry, when I'm heated, I'm sticking. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling you right now.
In hard circumstances, are you sometimes too sympathetic or too unsympathetic? Too sympathetic.
Would you say that you are more easygoing or serious and determined? See, here's what I think. I'm definitely more easy than serious, but I am determined. Ooh, but I gotta go easy, because serious to me implies that I'm like sitting at home like, I'm serious. And I'm not that. I am not Severus Serious Snape or Sirius Lupin. I am easygoing. So.
I don't know any of this.
This episode's gonna be like, are they on crack? Like, what is going on?
There's like, just a whole bunch of issues.
That's an idea for a future episode. We like experiment drugs and see what happens. We'll
just try different drugs. Try some crack.
Matt and Logan do Molly.
Matt and Logan do Molly and LSD.
Matt and Logan do meth for fun. For research. for observational purposes.
Do some crack cocaine. Okay. Are you more drunk?
If you've made it this far, I don't know how you have, but congratulations.
I was gonna
Welcome.
Say, oh, this is a mess. Okay. Are you more drawn to overtones or fundamentals? I think overtones.
Ooh. At work, is it more natural for you to try and please others or point out mistakes? Oh, I do like to please others, but man, will I point out like, ooh, that's not a good idea. And granted, but what do I do more of? I think I'm going to go with please others, because I think my jobs specifically are people-pleasing jobs. So like that's more so what I'm doing. So,
is it worse to be a softie or hard-nosed? I'm going to go hard-nosed. I like being a softie.
Ooh. Tender-hearted or tough-minded? Tender-hearted, baby.
Which appeals to you more, a consistency of thought or harmonious relationships? Harmonious relationships. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I just...
No, that's okay.
Got distracted. I was like, squirrel. Are you inclined to take what is said more literally or more figuratively? Ooh, I'm going to go more figuratively. I think I like to break down things. I live my own world. I'll admit it, so...
Are you more interested in what is possible or what is actual? What is possible?
Are you more frequently fanciful or practical fanciful?
With people, are you usually more gentle than firm or firm than gentle? Gentle than firm.
Do you prize yourself in a vivid imagination or a stronghold reality? As this episode has said, a vivid imagination.
Are you inclined to take what is said more literally or more figuratively? I'm going to go literally on that one.
Which rules you more, your thoughts or your feelings? I think my feelings. Probably.
Mm-hmm. On the job, do you want your activities scheduled or unscheduled? Scheduled!
Put it in the scheduler. Which do you wish more, strength of emotion or strength of will? Strength of emotion. I wish I have a good grasp of my emotion, but man, I wish I could be a little, tougher.
Do you prefer to work just whenever or to deadlines? To deadlines, obviously.
Do you feel... You're done?
Mine's done, yeah.
Do you feel better about coming to closure or keeping your options open? I'm going to go keeping options open. And I'm done. All right.
We have to create...
no, we have to create an account. Okay, well, that's great.
Okay, so we are creating... I know. We are creating accounts right now.
I feel like they do this here because, like, you went through all that work.
Obviously, you're going to do it, yeah.
You gotta...
Wait, what? Do we have to pay?
No, I got mine. Did you get yours? Did you get yours?
Well, what are you?
I'm an idealist.
I am too!
Come on down, the price is right! Oh my god, I'm kind of shocked.
Wait, let's go back. That was 15% of the entire population.
We're just so rare.
We're so rare!
Wow,
that's so exciting.
Wow.
Well, how do we see, which one we are?
Oh my god, it's down. Oh wait, no, you have to do the idealistic portal to find out which idealist you are. Oh my god, so do we have to take a second quiz? Is that next week's episode?
Oh, I think
because there's also a romance. Oh my god.
I think you have to purchase the whole report.
Do you? Oh, shoot.
I think so. But yeah, no, so... Ooh, that is expensive. expensive.
How much is it?
There's like all these different options. So like I think you have to buy it per. So like if you want just careers, that one's $30.
No.
But it's like romance is another $30. Workplace is $35. So I think you have to buy it like.
No, I don't. I think we're good.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Do you want to read what the idealist is so we just get a little bit better now that we did the whole thing?
Yeah, where are you at? Where do I read this?
I'm just at the idealist keywords. So keywords: imaginative, romantic, authentic, intuitive, kind-hearted, empathetic, relational, sensitive, and diplomatic. I mean, those are like a lot of Libra things. Those are a lot of things that I think of myself as, so I'll take it.
Idealists share the following core characteristics. They tend to be giving, trusting, spiritual, and they're focused on personal journeys and human potentials. They pride themselves on being loving, kind-hearted, and authentic. They make intense mates, nurturing parents, and inspirational leaders. And they're enthusiastic. They trust their intuition, yearn for romance, seek their true self, prize meaningful relationships, and dream of attaining wisdom.
I feel that. I really do.
Yeah. Oh, this is so cool.
So idealists are sure that friendly cooperation is the best way for people to achieve their goals. Conflict and confrontation upset them. Oh my God, it totally does. Because they seem to put up angry barriers between people. We dream of creating harmonious, caring, personal relations. We have a unique talent for helping people get along with each other and work together for the good of all. This interpersonal harmony might be a romantic ideal, but then idealists are incurable romantics who prefer to focus on what might be rather than what is. The real practical world is only a starting place for idealists. They believe that life is filled with possibilities waiting to be realized, rich with meanings calling out to be understood. The idea of a mystic or spiritual dimension to life, the not visible or the not yet, can also be known through intuition or by a leap of faith, is far more important to idealists than the world of material things. Oh my God! I love that line because I just said I had a date yesterday and I was like, I am the kind of person, like, it's not about material, it's about ideas, it's about experience, it's about, like, doing things and not having things. Like, that's, like, I love my friends who will be like, I went on a private jet to Maui, and then I, got to meet Usher's girlfriend, and then we, had a bucket of shrimp that was in gold. And that's great, and if that's what you need, I love that for you, but for me, like, a good story or like good experiences, and that's what I live for.
Real quick, do you know what your Myers-Briggs type is?
I do. I actually can pull it up. I think because it changed.
Because apparently, so like I guess the types of each of these categories kind of goes along with your a Myers-Briggs type, and my Myers-Briggs type is in this. I didn't see this before, but yeah. So once you figure yours out. And so let me just, the 4 types of idealists are teachers, counselors, champions, and healers.
Ooh.
So.
Let's see. Yeah, I am ENFP.
And you're on here? Oh my God, this is so crazy.
And I'm the champion. Oh my God. You know what's so weird? I looked at these 4 and I said, I'm probably the champion.
I am an ENFJ and I am the teacher.
I used to be ENFJ, which is funny. And then I switched over to P when I got older.
I used to be ENFP, and then I switched to J.
Oh, my God. Okay, so mine says we're rather rare, say 3 or 4% of the population. But even more than the others, they consider intense emotional experience as being vital to a full life. Oof, I'm being read. Champions have a wide range and variety of emotions and a great passion for novelty. They see life as an exciting drama, pregnant with possibility for good and evil, and they want to experience all the meaningful events and fascinating people in the world. Yeah, I feel like I was read on that one, that's for sure.
Okay, so I'm a teacher. So teachers have a natural talent for leading students or trainees toward learning, or as idealists like to think of, they are capable of calling forth each learner's potentials, but perhaps their greatest strengths lie in their belief in their students. Teachers look for the best in their students and communicate clearly that each one has untold potential, and this confidence can inspire their students to grow and develop more than they ever thought possible.
Oh, I love that.
I love this so much. This was such a fun test.
Yeah, we did it. We made it. Well,
I mean, this felt like it took forever, but like I don't even think it's been an hour.
No, it's probably. I think it has been an hour, but just because we're like, what word is that? Is that ideation?
I'm supposed to be a teacher and I can't read. So
God
bless my students. God bless my students.
God bless this mess. No, that was fun.
This was a lot of fun. So
I'm
again,
honestly shocked. I'm a little shocked. I thought artistic automatically would put me in that artisan category, but the way that they described this, I think definitely speaks to me more as a personality.
Yes.
So no, I'm happy with the outcome. I thought I was gonna rage. Thought I was gonna rage against the machine today, and I am.
No, this feels very validating, and I really like it. And again, if you want to take this, it's called Keirsey. It's spelled Keirsey, Keirsey. And to get the full everything, you have to pay for each thing. So, yeah, like I said, you have to pay for each report type that you want, and each one's like at least $30. So we're not gonna do that. So we just did whatever was free.
You know what's weird though? The fact that like what we got lined up with our Myers-Briggs, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What is the chance of that happening?
See, and that's why, like, when people think these kind of tests or like astrology or what, personality, anything are silly, it's just, it's so crazy how they all kind of line up and, like make a person up. I mean, obviously there are outliers, people who like are all the way over here and then take a totally different test and they're somewhere else. But I think a lot of these like line up and it just makes sense and it's ooky spooky. But hey, we did it. We're a teacher and a champion.
I like that. I think we did a good job. We did good. We did good.
This was good. God, I don't think anyone listened to the end of this, honestly, though. This was a hot mess express, but if you did listen, thanks so much. And make sure you keep listening. We're on wherever you're listening to this right now. Any podcast platform, YouTube, watch our videos every single week. We have tons of videos out. Yeah,
I'm just kind of shocked. I think this was really fun, and I would recommend this to anybody. So this was a fun assessment.
Yeah, well, we'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for listening.
Peace out. Bye.